me check my system resources here. Yeah, we should be good now. After I shut that other thing down. Cool. Let's keep going. Let me go to the bottom of Steph's pile here. Oh yeah, lots to look at today. Cool. This morning, here's more on Justin Fairfax.
All right, thanks, Eddie May. We're continuing to follow that breaking news this morning. A death investigation
Crazy stuff.
in Fairfax County. A man and woman found dead inside of a home in Annandale. Police are on the scene right now. Fox 5 is working on this, staying on top of it to get more information.
Our Melanie Alnwick joins us live from Annandale with the latest. Mel. Hey, good morning, guys. So we've been watching as investigators have just now gone inside the home here at the end of Saxony and...
I think it's I should probably highlight this guy has sexual assault allegations against him. Another one. Really got to wonder how this might tie into Swalwell and all that other stuff kind of bubbling up under the surface. Something clearly happened. Well, obviously here, like, did he even kill himself? Is this something else? I don't know, man.
That is Guinevere Drive that the home is located on. It's kind of dark right now, but every once in a while we'll see those flashes come out, which is investigators and crime scene technicians taking photographs inside the home. But a lot of information not confirmed by police at this point, but we do have some details that we were able to piece together from scanner traffic. The initial call came in a little after midnight, and the person on the line said he thought his father had stabbed his mother. When Fairfax County Police arrived, they did find a woman unconscious and bleeding in the home. Fairfax County Police tell me that she actually had been shot. Now, the son told officers he did not know where his father was, and his father's car was still in the driveway. There was an area-wide lookout broadcast. K-9 and helicopter teams were brought in. Then police radioed that they had discovered the man they believed to be the subject in another area of the home with what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. A gun
appeared to be.
Was recovered, and the man was pronounced dead at 12:37.
Certainly could be. I mean, who knows what might have been about to come out about him or something. Could be a suicide.
A.M.
Also might not be.
The woman was pronounced dead at 12:34 a.m. And again, so many of these details still we're waiting to get from investigators.
And yes, she was divorcing him, which would definitely be a potential motive for a murder-suicide. Be real. But of course, the other question there is, like, why the divorce? Something to do with the sexual assault stuff, which from years back, I don't know. Unless there was another one more recently, who fucking knows with these people, man. Really want to know more about this one.
Fairfax County Police want everyone to know is they believe that everyone involved in this incident has been accounted for, so no greater threat to the community. They are still working on making appropriate notifications to all next of kin, and they say once they're able to do that, then they'll release the names of the people who've died here.
So the kids or no? Assume not. Tulsi Gabbard reveals Adam Schiff worked with deep staters on knowingly false grounds to impeach Donald Trump in 2019.
It is always
of course,
the right time to expose the truth to the American people about the deep state tactics that have been used time and time again, fundamentally to undermine the foundational principles of our republic, and in so many cases to undermine the decisions that the American people make when they cast their votes in our elections to decide who they want to lead our country. And so the documents that we released really pointed to the fact that the 2019 impeachment impeachment occurred because there were members of the intelligence community working directly with House Democrats, specifically Adam Schiff, who's on the House Intelligence Committee at the time, concocting this narrative, weaponizing the whistleblower process, lying and abusing their power, all to create this manufactured basis that Nancy Pelosi then used to drive this impeachment against Donald Trump in 2019. I'll hit the high points on these documents. There are details and hundreds of pages of transcripts that we released in conjunction with House Intel Chairman Rick Crawford. But the bottom line is this. Number one, the whistleblower, so-called whistleblower who came forward, presented no evidence and no first-hand knowledge. This is a person who had heard about a conversation that President Trump had with Zelensky, then went straight to Adam Schiff on the House Intelligence Committee. And this is where they came up with this false narrative. And this so-called whistleblower then went and filed a complaint with the Intelligence Community Inspector General. The other witness, so-called witness to this, is somebody who also had zero firsthand knowledge and presented zero evidence, someone who was also a co-author of the 2017 Russia hoax intelligence community assessment that President Obama had ordered be created in conjunction with John Brennan and James Clapper at the time. Again, no firsthand knowledge or evidence, and someone who said that even after reading the transcript, he didn't really see the issue there until the whistleblower had explained it to him. And lastly, the Inspector General himself. And this is really such a violation of public trust and the responsibility that we expect all of our inspectors generals to have, in that he didn't conduct a full investigation. He didn't even ask to see the transcript of the phone call between President Trump and Zelensky. And he admitted to Congress that he did not have any evidence that he was relying on. He had made a criminal referral to the Department of Justice based on this so-called whistleblower's complaint. The Department of Justice came back and said there's nothing here. This Inspector General then went to Congress anyway and presented to them. All of this coming down to the bottom line of which this was a partisan political attempt, once again, to undermine the will of the American people who elected Donald Trump as President of the United States.
Yeah, officials now believe that the Trump-Rubio spearheaded talks could lead to Lebanon joining President Trump's Abraham Peace Accords. The Abraham Accords.
Yeah, hey guys.
Lebanon, huh?
Good morning. A historic opportunity unfolding right now in the Middle East. Israeli sources telling Fox News they believe that talks between Israel and Lebanon could lead to Lebanon joining the Abraham Accords. It's still early, but following direct conversations in Washington earlier this week, President Trump overnight on Truth Social posted, quote, trying to get a little breathing room between Israel and Lebanon. It has been a long time since the two leaders have spoken, like 34 years. It will happen tomorrow. Nice. As Israeli ground forces continue to operate in southern Lebanon, Hezbollah is still firing rockets and drones over the border. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying this about the situation.
We are about to overcome the southern Lebanon town of Bint Jbeil. We are, in effect, about to eliminate this great stronghold of Hezbollah. At the same time, I gave instructions to the IDF yesterday to continue widening the security zone and to also spread it eastward toward the slopes of Mount Hermon so that we can better assist our Druze brothers in their time of distress.
New video released by a Lebanese paramedic group shows an evacuation of wounded men, clearly marked medic vests they're wearing, taking place in Nabatea, southern Lebanon. While the wounded are being loaded into ambulances, another Israeli strike hits just outside of the vehicle. The Lebanese health ministry said 4 rescue workers were killed in Israeli strikes on Wednesday. The Israelis responded to a request for comment from Fox News, saying, quote, overnight the IDF targeted Hezbollah combatants who were wearing paramedic vests and using ambulances to move Hezbollah fighters and weapons. We can confirm that 4 Hezbollah combatants were successfully killed in the strikes. And so a difference there in the statements from the Lebanese government and the Israeli government. But moving forward, there is optimism in the region about the possibility of these direct talks leading to a normalization agreement between the two countries. Guys?
So, Trey, yesterday, this Mohsin Rezai, an ex-commander,
Okay.
It's a great question. question. While the Iranians are talking, the Americans are preparing. There are still thousands of additional U.S. forces headed to the region. Each and every day, there are transport planes and refuelers landing in the Middle East. This is an indication that President Trump has a variety of options on the table. And so if the Iranians are not serious about making a good faith deal, the region may go back to war. And what is a good faith deal? This is the important thing to look at. A good faith deal is Iran understanding that they will never have a nuclear weapon, understanding that they cannot maintain the ability to enrich uranium, understanding that they have to remove the already enriched uranium that is buried deep underground in the aftermath of Operation Midnight Hammer from their country. If they can clearly make those agreements at the negotiating table, they may get a deal. But there are other things that are being discussed, as their ballistic missile program, their support of regional proxies like Hamas, the Houthis, and Hezbollah. And so the bottom line here is that it's a
Okay. Sorry, 1 second here. Good. Yeah. Okay.
great question. While the
Cool. Hank Seth and Joint Chief Chairman Kane holding a press conference here.
And IRGC leadership.
Man, why is it staying quiet today? Hopefully you guys can hear it.
We're watching you. Our capabilities are not the same, our military and yours. Remember, this is not a fair fight. And we know what military assets you are moving.
Yeah, it's just
and
quiet. Oh, there. That'll help.
where you are moving them to. While you are digging out, which is exactly what you're doing, digging out of bombed out and devastated facilities, we are only getting stronger. You are digging out your remaining launchers and missiles with no ability to replace them. You have no defense industry, no ability to replenish your offensive or defensive capabilities. You only have what you have. You know that, and we know that. You can move things around, but you can't actually rebuild. You can dig out for now.